from your mouth. I'm hearing your beating, breaking me down, now losing me now. You said you would let me go, said you would let me find out. Maybe I'm miserable, maybe you're pushing me.
Heyo, heyo, hello, good day, good afternoon, good morning, good night, wherever you are, whatever you are, you're beautiful. Remember that. Kidding aside, and joking a little bit, and just rambling on. Welcome, guys, to the Halfpoint team recap of GMAN 5B. What we have reached is basically what I consider to be the half point of the week, or like of this season. We are only playing 9 games, remember? So this is the half point, at least according to my document. Ta-da! So what we are gonna do is just check out all of the teams. And when I say all of the teams, I mean all of the teams in our division. Oh my god, I can't use that. Okay. Then, oh no. Why are you showing that? Okay, let's just close that one and just make a new one. It's already going splendid, as you can tell. No, I don't want Spotify. No, I don't want Discord. I want that. There we go. That looks good enough for now. I'm fine with that. Yeah. So we are gonna take a quick gander, both in game and on the website, on how your teams are looking. I think they look more beautiful in game rather than on the website. However, I'm going to use the website a little bit, so I'm going to tab between the two. And hopefully you guys can see what I see for the majority of the time. But let's start off with Madfrog over here. Our breadwinner of the whole table. And why I wanted to use the website, they have some like cool statistics here, which I don't know. This is probably not the correct statistics. Oh well, then more to the actual game then. Let's check out Madfrog's team, how he has been doing after... What week is it? God damn it. Sorry guys. It's now starting to week 6 after 5 weeks and probably a few greenhorn games as well for some of you. This is Madfrog's team. The blitzers have gotten pretty good. Like, I don't mind blodge and blodge tackle. Obviously would loved for that tackle to be a mighty blow, but tackle is also good. The same on this guy, mighty blow, guard, whatever you can get from the strength tree, you pick it up as an elf, I think. And then just a few with wrestle, block, dodge. Obviously, depending on how you play a high elf team, you can definitely play them as a bash team. I've seen it done multiple times, and I think that's the semi-correct way to play them. And then when you need to kick into the high elf gear, you just, as a moped, just clutch it down and just kick and do a couple of passes here and there, and then you sprint into the goal. Because you have that movement piece of movement 8 catches. And this is kind of what I wanted to use the website for. So I'm gonna go over to the website and check real quick here with his team. That we can do like that. That's fine. Previous, what has he had? A catcher that got lost the movement bust. Fully understandable. Why he fired that. A movement busted catcher ain't worth, especially a 0 out of 6 SPP, not worth really throwing any like good skills on that one. However, I would love for him to replace it with some cash, but I don't know what the cash has gone to. Is there a stadium hiding here? No? Then where the hell have you got money gone to, mate? Have you just purchased Fan Factor, or like what is going on? Oh well. That's the team of Mad Frog. Let's move on, crack on to the list. Because we have a few to go through today. Gerber is next. Has won every match except one, his first one. And the first one was versus Noda, if I'm not misremembering. On 12 points as well, so he's actually tied first place with Mad Frog so far. I think the touchdown difference is the next thing that you look after wins. So that's why Mad Frog is higher than Gerber. Let's check in game. This is gonna be a bit of a hassle, but I don't mind. I've decided to do it like this. Gerber, where are you at? Oh, a big bank. You gotta spend some of that. No level 2 yet. But this team, when I faced it, super afraid for it. Whoever faces it next, have fun, guys. Have fun. I did not enjoy facing this. The 2 tackle is really strategically placed, I feel like. The guard on the catcher, I don't mind that either. It is super good. I'm just hearing things and I'm always... Okay. They are clipping the grass on the outside. I just think that's a cat, so I just like ripping out our curtains, but it's fine. I don't believe if Gerber have lost that many players, to be honest. Okay, so he lost one blitzer. He lost a couple of linemen, but linemen doesn't have life privileges. Was there any with SVP? Yeah, of course the blitzer because it has mighty blow, but none of the linemen. And I mean, this one took double damage. Probably suggesting that he kept one of the two, either the movement bust or the strength bust. I presume the movement bust. He kept that around and still was able to play with it. But yeah, good at least that the stats here are consistent. They're all broken. But yeah, that's kinda his team. Let's check what is next on the list. Here we have Ravers with his Orcs. So let's go and check that. We're no stadium for Gerber. So Ravers and his Orcs. Let's see what he got. 4 Black Orcs still, 4 Blitzers still, a Troll, a Thrower, and 2 Linemen. Obviously, he is going to walk into the problem of who are you putting on the LS line. I think when I faced him, he basically strength bullied me a little bit and just put his Troll on the LS, as well as 2 Black Orcs. And I think that's probably what he's done to his other opponents as well. But yeah. I don't think it's too bad of a choice to get like the Troll and have all the pieces. Obviously, there's lacking some SPP on the Black Orcs. You're kind of hoping for an MVP at the early stages, like smash one out and then an MVP to get them fairly high up. I don't know here if Steely Dan was one of those guys that caught. Yeah, he caught an MVP exactly. And then successfully killed somebody or done 7 injuries as well. But I believe a lot of those injuries probably came after the block, is my guess. But yeah, good team. Block thrower, there's nothing really to brag home about. Like, I believe he took this blitzer because he was facing me. I don't know what I would put on this. Probably guard if you're playing a defensive style, and might blow if you're playing aggressive. That's kinda the choice pick there. On a doubles, I don't think you pick up a dodge. You could pick up Jump Up, but like not really. You kind of want Jump Up in a later stage in that sort of sense. So yeah. Any club? Stadium? Nope. Has he lost a lot of players is my next question. Previous? Yeah, a Blitzer, a Blackhawk. Oof, that's a tough one. And a lineman. Okay. That's kinda unfortunate. I don't really know what this GP stat is. That is a big question mark to me. But next up, we have Nikarov, who is Camry. A bit of a surprise for me. I not heard of Nikarov. I've not faced him or talked to him yet. What he is on about? Wait, how did he? Oh, tall guy issues. I see. Camry. 2 Guardians with guard, 1 with block. That's a super good block Guardian, as they are on doubles to get block. Block Guardians is the one thing that you want, I think. Some opt not to put guard on everybody of these guys first, and rather they put like Mighty Blow and then level them up faster. The first one that I can recall that did that, like that I know of, was probably Gengar. There's probably been folks before him that done that, but guard is a solid choice if you want to play defensively. You have the 2 blitzes, you have your 2 throwers and your 3 skeletons for the LOS line. I think this team is gonna do fine. And you have your level 1 stadium as well. And you're not too high of a TV. Now, let's just check real quick. How much have you lost? Nothing. I see. Well, in that case, GG to you. I think maybe this is an advice. I want to see a little bit more action on the Blitzers. Like, one of them has caught apparently 1 MVP, right? And like the other one has obviously scored once, I think, right? Touchdown, yeah. So, because like these guys should, at least in my case, in my eyesight, in my viewing, in my knowledge, these guys should probably pick up a level this season at least to be really useful. You kind of want that Mighty Blow so you can start to roll through people and folk. But I'm guessing you're doing a lot of touchdowns with your thrower, as well as like this secondary thrower when your first one ain't available. The MVPs has landed a little bit misfortunate, but try focusing on blitzing with the blitzers, and they should probably get there, I think. And next up is myself. So this is gonna sound really dumb, but I'm gonna speak about to myself in third person here. So went far from home, as you many might know, with a 1400 TV team down to a 1070. Thank you, Ravers, for that. But yeah, the 2 wrestle, or the 3 wrestle, 1 is injured. I wonder what he has lost to make this scene. No bank, no stadium. I wonder if the team owner has spent a lot of cash recently. I wonder what happened in that match. But I'll block Rat Ogre, which pretty good, what you want if you use it pretty aggressively. Is gone with a lead and a kick, so 4 rerolls. That said, keeping in armor busted Rat, I wonder why, but nothing else, I hope? Nope. And it seems like some of these guys has been recently replaced, maybe on the Manix as well. Pavement Pounder. Chrome bumper 2. Yeah. Well, let's see how many injuries he has gotten here. Previous. Oh! Right. That's a hefty chunk of SPP that is like missing out. I wonder who did that. I'm just giving you shit, Revis. You played great. But yeah, I lost a shit ton of players recently. My team is holding up fine. It's gonna do fine. I can play just as aggressive as I always wanted to be. So my team is gonna do fine. Also for comedic effect, what I did do, what you guys didn't see, I did this and then I did a sound. But it's technical issues as normal. I just fucked it. But yeah, this is what Revis caused to me. Which is fine. My team is fine. I don't mind. It's a damn game. I'm keeping Davy 6 because I think he's still doing a fine job as a 2-head gutter runner. Basically, a G5 when dodging still. I can still use his wrestle. I can still use the player fine. However, he's not on the Apo cycle anymore. That's for that. Next up, we have Quike's anti-heroes. Let's see what they are on about. Here. Quike's anti-heroes. So, 2 witch elves. Normally you only start with 1. So, good for Quike to getting his second one. An Agi 5 wrestle one. I'm guessing you're gonna put something along the lines of leap on it. And then kind of be the ball hawk of the team. I don't mind this at all. It's actually quite a good witch to have. You only have 3 blitzes, but I recently think 1 died, if I'm not too mistaken. And also an Agi 5 lineman. I have strong opinions of Agi 5 linemen. Especially for teams like this, as I had one in my Pro Elf team. They work great, but they also suck a lot. And why they suck is because you want these two, strength or passing, kinda. They do fine in general and agility. Like giving him dodge and then blodge work, or Vrodge works perfectly. Like you have another ball hawk at that point. Because what you want to do is keep him close enough, but not far enough so you can still use him, right? And that's kind of the issue. They are only movement 6. You don't really get in that well. Like starting using leap and things, it becomes very troublesome very fast. If you can hear the cat is having a little bit of a distress because the apartment balcony door is closed. But let's check out if Quike lost everything, and as I assumed, he did lose a blitzer. 2 linemen as well. But other than that, I think his team is looking very fine. He has a guard lineman as well, which is great. Love guard linemen. Oh my god, I'm fucking this up. Sorry guys for the technical dilemmas here. I should have this on a button, but I didn't prepare enough. I took a nap because my back hurt, and now I'm just doing this because I want to get it done. So, yeah. There you go. The place he lost. The blitzer died. Etc, etc. Blodge, blitzer. No SP here. No SP here. What you could do is definitely carry on one of the blitzes. It's something that I've done with my Storm Vermin. Is just try to carry on the pieces that don't have their first skill yet, because that first skill is pretty achievable after 2 touchdowns, which should be 1 game if you played it correctly. Then at least you can get 1 touchdown with them. So in 2 matches you have a 1 skill on certain pieces, especially with Agi 4, as it is so easy to hand it over. don't just come and blame it on me when you lose a match because of a handover. That's the TLDR. Oh, I just screw myself over. There you go. Let's do this. There we go. So next up, we have Sync Gold with the his vampires. Let's see. Ooh, that looks a bit rough. I hope that you guys can't hear the cat as much as I can. So let's check out the vamps. There are some busts here and there. None of the vamps, which is good. The thralls are probably taking some injury to their masters, the vampires. But you definitely keep them around, I would say. Actually, no. Not. These aren't vamps damages. These are other player damages. I think you keep the Agi 2 thrall left. You don't keep the strength thrall. And I want to say why in a sec. Before I'm just gonna check this. I'm in G. So why you don't want to keep a strength busted thrall is kind of in the same alignment of me kicking my strength thrall. Is that like once you start to become on a brawl or something, this one person can slow you down quite a lot. And that's and it's also a very easy piece to block. So you don't kind of want to use him in a cage. You kind of don't want to use him in a screen in a certain way. Like it just with this thing strength 2 just messes up the whole concept of what linemen do good, and according to me at least. So I would suggest firing him after the next match. I understand if you want him around, so you at least have a 12-man bench. But yeah. Let's see what is next. And I shall take a quick break here. Just let out the cat, so be right back. And the cat is now happy, so let's continue. I'm not gonna pause the recording for that. That was quick. I think Thanos. El rey en note. Sounds Spanish, but heyo, who knows? A Brett team. Let's go in game and check them out. Don't believe they are here. They are actually here. Yeah. And you got a level up. Hooray! I get to talk about level ups, especially in Brett's. Yay. So, you have some SPP here. You have some here. Some here. Well, okay. Some on these guys. Ugh, that MVP though. That kind of sucks, but stinks. And an Agi bust. Yeah. So, Agi bust on peasants, you keep those. All cases, all every day. You don't pick up the ball with them. You're not supposed to carry with them. If they randomly get the ball, you hand it over to anything that is better. Especially since you have 4 pieces that have a catch. This is a 3+ with an automatic reroll in it. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Now, with the level up here, if it is a normal, wait, normals get general agility passing. On a normal, if you feel like you really need the 3rd reroll and don't have the cash to spend it because you've lost a lot of players recently, I think what you can do is pick up leader. What I would do, however, is probably just pick up dodge and then be happy with it. It's one of those cases where dodge is OP or sidestep, but probably dodge so you can become blodge, and then use that skelt for a little bit more defense. If worst case scenario comes around, you can always dodge out then on a 3+ with an automatic reroll as well. No club. I have kind of missed out on checking out clubs. So what I will do is do this real quick. And go back to Quikes. Club. Come on. No club. Good. I don't have a club either. Nikorov, I don't think had a club. No. Good. Oh. Backed out far too long. And yeah, so let's... I think Dodge to be honest, on this level up. And maybe Vanity Pass once or a few times is my recommendation on this blocker. It's only a 3+. Putting him far back and putting another scoring piece like this one that only has like 2 SPP to go to level up. Gives you 2 level ups in one single game, and if then you just score with the splitzer. I know it sounds easy when I sit here and do it, so just mention it, but it kind of works. But yeah, that's enough of his team. Let's just check out real quick if he... Nope, not St. Gold's team. I wanted to check out Thanos' team. Did the... I don't know. The Vamps, by the way, St. Gold's Vamps had no losses so far. However, we do got a loss on Thanos' team. A blocker have died. But other than that, if just a blocker have died, it's going pretty great. It's going pretty great. Let's see, who is up next? Noda, with his Bilbadi sailors, the humans. Let's see, and he should be here, yeah. Ooh, an AV burst on the Blitzer. Gick lilla pod. Just an armor burst. So, this is a niggle. Ooh. So, the armor burst, you can definitely keep it around. Just remember with the guard P, with him having guard, he's always going to be targeted a little bit more. Oh shit, sorry guys. Targeted a little bit more than your normal player. So the AV burst is kind of hurting him more than you would think. I can tell that you don't have the bank to replace him right now, and I think you probably rather spend the bank somewhere else, maybe, than just replacing him outright. So what I would do is just play with him, but don't give him Apple rights, and then just replace him when you have a little bit more of an affordable bank. Because blitzers should be the ones that takes the punches and the ones who are dealing the punches as well. You have 2 catches, you have a thrower. I don't think I need to mention anything more on that. Obviously, you pick up with the thrower, maybe pass it over, hand it over to the catcher. Or just pick it up straight up with the catcher, give him block afterwards as you've done with the other one. What I would like to see is maybe trying to do a vanity pass on this one lineman. But as you guys can hear, I'm vanity pass forward. I like vanity passing, I think it's a great thing to do. So, and he's lost 2 linemen. Okay. Let's move on to the next one then, which is Dr. Bubbly Biscuits, Dwarves. Where do we got you, Dr. Bubbly Biscuit? Not that one, and it is this one. There we go. So, these Dwarves has recently succeeded in a victory. Congrats. Again. You do, however, have a busted dwarf with an armor loss. I don't think it is that much of an issue. Obviously it is an issue that you have an armor bust in a team that just succeeds on pure fucking armor. But what I would say is that you can probably keep it around until you can have some bank and then replace it after that. one Mighty Blow, Troll Slayer, a movement up, a Blitzer. I don't know if I would have taken the movement up. I don't think on Dwarves, especially Dwarves, I don't know if I like the movement up that much. Because you only technically have like 2 other pieces that can actually move in that pace. That is the runners. And then with that, you only have 3 pieces that can move in that speed. Otherwise, you have limited to movement 5 or movement 4. And since majority of your team is movement 4, you can kind of outsprint your team a little bit and put yourself in a bad position because of it. I don't remember. I think that could potentially be a 4-6 instead of a 5-5, just to reach that 10. Because if it was a 5-5, I'm actually arguing that maybe dodge is better, straight up TV wise, and just in the long term as well. Because then you can use 3 pluses to dodge out. Dodging dwarves, I have seen them before. Not that common around, but they do work in some regards. Especially when you get it on a blitzer or a runner that has agility 3. But other than that, level up wise, I mean, it's the same as every team. Try to focus a bit on the blitzers maybe. You can definitely give the ball or even pick up with a blitzer. Have a runner in the back line ready to like pick it up on the next turnover. And then, yeah, score from there. Let's just check. Club. No club. Let's check the team itself. How many, if there is any lost. Only 1 dwarf lost so far. 2 SPP dwarf. Hurts, but not as hurtful. Same time. Actually, we are gonna go right back here and check out Meisei's team. There we go. Meisei's dwarves. Let's see, a 1200 dwarfen team. 2 runners, 2 mighty blow troll slayers, 2 guard blitzers. Ooh, wow. Okay, dirty player longbeard, never seen that before. Maybe this concoction that this dwarf player have had, clearly with the band-aids and things. He just likes to jump on people. And then you have a dodge dwarf. I don't really know if this is the correct way to do dodge. I would have much rather seen dodge on, for example, a blitzer. But I know we are playing Blood Bowl and not Make-A-Wish. Or Make It Believe. So this dodge should probably been ignored and just given a guard instead. But that is that. I have, and this is a very odd thing that I've seen people do. On the runners of Dwarven teams, I've actually seen folk putting on Wrestle on them. And then using them as like the 2 wrestle pieces you have in your team, so to say. Which is kind of a cool build, but I don't know if it works. You seem a lot more experimentally, or like you like to experiment a little bit, so because of this block, or like this dodge and this foul, or dirty play. So maybe that's something that you can think about. And the movement bust here, sure it hurts, but to be honest, it doesn't hurt that bad on a dwarf team. Obviously, he doesn't have any ample rights anymore, most likely. But he probably can hang with his long-beard friends and just do fine still. Let's check if MyStace has had any injuries. Ooh, okay, right, yeah. This is the player that I was looking for. I thought you had a kickoff return player before. You have lost a lot of runners and a lot of blitzes as well. Jesus, okay. I start to understand why you have him. You have this busted blitzer because of necessity, not because you want to. Because your cash is 0 as well. Well. It's not only me who's taking damage, it seems. And then we have our little Looney Tune himself, Philfish. I can't even read these names because my dyslexia just keeps me of like coughing up the words. But not too many goblins has been lost, to be honest. Well, this is 6 of them. All with random stat busts of different sorts. Let's go in game and check out Philfish's team real quick. And we can find a pile on troll with guard. Guard troll, a loony, no SVP. Fanatic with mighty blow. That is pretty dangerous, to be honest. I'm glad to face you early. And a sidestep goblin. I think Philfish, if I remember him playing this correctly, he just keep adding in goblins. He's probably going to use a little bit of his bank here to use Nuffle's altar to effectiveness that you want over a goblin team. But yeah, that folk, I'm so sorry if I talk too fast, is all for this little video. I know it's a little bit of a longer one. I just wanted to make like a mid-season breakthrough of all the teams, as I'm not checking them out every week that it comes. But yeah, other than that, I hope you have a great week, guys, because I have. Ta-da!